Going live here. There we go. Stream health looking good. Should be going any minute here. There I am on the screen. Need to have my tablet over here so I can see comments. I think about that. It's always something. Let's see, stream link. Alright. View my stream. There we go. Let me turn down the volume. There we go. Should be okay now. Anyway. Alright. Hey, so I'm pretty excited. I've got a new network that I had installed today so that I could live stream at a reasonable resolution. I was trying it before. I got great resolution from my desktop, but I didn't want to be bound to my desktop. I wanted to be able to live stream while I did photo shoots and I did builds because that seems to be what people are interested in. And so I wanted to be able to do that. And anyway, long story short, I got set up today. The network was just dedicated to streaming, and I can do it at 1080. I'm just using the GoPro Hero 8 Black, I think it is called. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's going down, man? Just getting online here and talking about a couple things toy related. But on the drone front, I've got a really cool job coming up. I just did a job with Cal State, but I have a job coming up on Tuesday for Alameda County. Hired some new bridge operators, and they're going to be opening and closing these drawbridges that we have nearby about 10 times in the day. And so we're going to be on this schedule, and I'm going to be getting some really great footage, man. If you've never been down inside a drawbridge, it's really incredible. I got a really cool tour, and so anyway, I'm excited about that drone flight, and I'll have some footage of that too to share. And I get to go inside a really cool old bridge that it's an elevator bridge. So there's two motors, one on each side, and then there's these towers, and the railroad track goes up. That was backwards. It goes up and then it goes down, and it hasn't been operational for a long time, but I used to walk across it all the time as a kid. But I said all that to say that I'm going to be able to go inside there and get some footage of a bridge that's not operational anymore, but that's been there for a long time, and I remember it operating. But anyway, it's going to be really cool, and I said all that to say that I'll have some really cool footage with some drone stuff coming up shortly too. That's a cool job that I got coming up that's going to be really pretty fun, and that I'm looking forward to that. But how about you? You got any drone stuff that you've done recently, man? I haven't been on YouTube to fish around, but definitely let me know when you get some stuff going on with the if you got any more drone footage to put up. I do have I recently switched over also to everything iPhone for just because of the drones. I really found that the Mavic Pro 2, I got tired of flying this thing with this big iPad. It just, the controller isn't set up for it really that well, and so I figured, well, I got tired of trying to live stream from it and everything with Android and just giving up on it. So I went ahead and switched my phone over to an iPhone, and world of difference, man. I'm punching myself for not doing it sooner, and being stubborn about, I'm just Android, man. I don't want to learn a new phone. But anyway, it is a lot better deal. So the drone flying is, I have a much better time now that I have the not that I had a bad time before, but I just really appreciate more the way that the iPhones work with the drones than I do you know, my old Android stuff. So that's pretty exciting also. But at any rate, so hey, what's up, man? It's my favorite streamer. Hey, and I got a new network set up, Snapphase, just for streaming. So I should be coming across really good. I'll be able to live stream photo shoots. I'll be able to live stream builds. I won't be tied to my desktop. I've got the GoPro, you know, Hero that I'm live streaming in 1080 from. So it should be pretty cool. Guys, let me know if the audio is okay. I got another mic I can plug in, but this GoPro has a mod that I bought with a built-in shotgun mic on it, so hopefully it's sounding okay and the stream is doing well. It looks like it is, so I'm excited about that, man. I had those guys come out today and install all that stuff, and you know, I really wanted to be able to live stream photo shoots, you know, instead of holding the phone and the GoPro and then coming back and doing voiceover. It was a lot of work. I mean, I wanted to give you guys something that wouldn't make you dizzy also while I did the photo shoots, and be able to kind of interact, you know, with each other. Drone racing. No. No drone racing for me, thank you. That's, you know, I mean, it's great, and those guys do it awesome, but it's just not something I want to do. I'm more of the, you know, drone, let's go out and explore and find places that, you know, you can't get to by foot, and check them out, and then I do it just for the money, you know, because I get hired to do drone jobs. That's really what I do the drones for. Not really racing. That's a whole other kind of drone. And I spend enough money on enough stuff that I don't want to do that either. Yeah, 1080, right? Yeah. Good, man. I appreciate it. You know, yeah, 1080 is great, man. Hey, and I don't know if you got a chance to see, I wanted to share with you. I got a couple new figures too, man. So Jason, you know, if you've been to my website, and I'm just redoing my website, I've got I redid my gallery, and then I also am doing a page where all the crafting stuff that I use is linked to Amazon, so you know, people can go on there and check it out. But anyway, I wanted to recently build this mop. You know, I want to get more supporting props. I build a lot of buildings and, you know, stairs and bridges and whatever, but I need more supporting props. The small stuff, you know, like the dustpans and the, you know, bottles of, you know, juice or whatever, you know what I mean? So I recently built this mop, and this little mop bucket. I'll bring this up on, I don't know how much of a lag there is, but anyway, the GoPro should focus on this mop. Now, I dipped it in gluey water so the bristles stay bent like that, but let me look up on here and see if it can, if the GoPro's picking it up. But this mop is really cool, man. I built it, you know, I put the stick, I fastened it with the wire at the bottom of the bristles. So this thing about building all these small little supporting props, man, is really, is that going to focus? I don't know. It's really pretty, it's pretty fun. And it's, you know, it's easy to do all the little bricks and things that I make, you know, but making little things like this is a whole nother little adventure, man. And it's really pretty exciting. Here's a little mop bucket too with the ringer in there. Let me see if that'll focus on there. I'm not sure how well the focus is doing, but I made this mop bucket with a little ringer and a wire rope handle, and the handle moves also, so I can, you know, a figure can carry it. And then I made the little ringer on the back, the little grating, and let's see if the GoPro will pick it up and focus. I'm not sure. Yeah, instant focus on close-ups. Yes. Yeah, Popeye comes with a lot. I built this here, though. You know, these little things I'm showing you, I built these, the mop and the mop bucket. You know, so, and then I've got some other stuff I want to build. Right now I'm building a refrigerator. You know, the old style refrigerator from the 60s, the curved. Let me bring a picture down and show you guys. It's behind the camera here. I'm working on a refrigerator, those old 60s styles Frigidaire type refrigerators, like this. And so that's what I'm currently working on, building something similar to this for the NECA figures. And this is going to be cool, man. The problem with building something like this, though, is that everything around it has to be scaled to the size of, you know, the refrigerator and the figures. It's easy to make a brick wall or some stairs and put a figure on it. But when you actually do like a refrigerator and you want to do it inside a room, now everything has to be that big. So that's a whole nother can of worms. But anyway, I can't wait to make that. I'm working on it now. We've got the inside case done, and then I cut the outside all in one piece so that I can get those nice rounded edges on there. But we're going to let that dry out of frame for now, and I'm working on that, but I don't want to show too much of it. But anyway, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool, man. It's gonna take a minute to do, but I want to do this like an abandoned basement kind of scene. I watched a movie last night. It's called Ouija, like a Ouija board, and I don't know where that movie's been all my life. That was a really cool movie, man. But in the bottom of the basement, they had this big furnace. I mean, this monstrous looking, wicked, sinister furnace. And man, I'm like, man, I want to build that thing. It looks really cool. And then I was looking at some abandoned basements and stuff today for ideas online. And I think an abandoned basement with a furnace in it would be really cool. And then I happened to see that fridge in one of them that was kind of had water covering it and stuff. Anyway, it looked pretty cool. It looked like something I'd like to try to do, but it looked like something also that's going to take a minute to build, you know. But let me show you this Jason figure. So we watched this movie last night. It's been out since 1980 something. It's not like it's a new movie, but since I got the figure, I'm like, you know what? Let me watch the movie again. And this figure, they did a really great job on him. See if I can. You know, kind of the story on this is he had been sitting under the water, bound by a chain and a stone, and he had been sitting under the water for I'm not sure how long, but so, you know, he was decomposing and the fish had been picking at him and whatnot, and so they really got a good looking figure, NECA did on this, and you know, this moves a bit and it's nicely done. But what I really like about this figure is that he comes with some of these super cool accessories. Let me try to open one of these and I'll share with you, man. He's got a weed eater with a big circular saw blade on it. Awesome. That's what I really want to get out of the box here. The problem is, you know, with an accessory like this, and I've had small accessories that are really detailed like this, like with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre figure. He has a really cool chainsaw, but some of the really teeny tiny pieces on them are really thin and they can tend to break really easily. So, and that was the case with the chainsaw handle. I crazy glued it a couple times to get it back right, but oh, look at this. Let me see if this is just so cool. It's a weed eater, and it's got the engine on it and the fuel line and the trigger. This is an awesome accessory. This accessory here was alone worth the price I paid for the figure and everything, because this is just nicely done, man. I really like this. And look, the blade spins. Not that that's any big deal, because you're not going to capture that in a photo, but the fact that it's not stationary is pretty cool. And there's a lot of little detail in this. You know, you've got the air filter and the fuel cap and the the pull cord, and you know, I could look under here and you know, it's just really nicely done, man. This is a cool accessory. And then he's got a bunch more in here, but that's like the best one. And so my wife and I watched that movie again. She's not really a big Jason fan, but if you've seen my website, you know that most of my pictures are Jason. But that's just because he's so easy to do, you know. Yeah, it is really, man. Have you seen the trailer for the new Jason Halloween movie? No, I haven't, man. I have to look it up. I haven't seen that, no. Is it going to be in the theater? Yeah, and the weed eater it really is really a detailed piece. You know, and I don't know why they make such such cheesy photos. I could do a way better photo of that. If Mecca watches, they should really consider letting me do a photo for them of Jason. Because that's really not all that, it's fine, but it's not really that, you know, it lacks a little bit. I could do a little bit better than that, I think, but at any rate, so, well, I'm glad the stream is working. I'm glad the network thing, I got it lined up and I got good audio. You know, that was the whole goal of coming on tonight, was to test that and just get on here and touch base with folks and say hello. I want to try to do some scheduled streams. I'm not sure yet. I don't want to commit to a schedule and then not be able to do one of them. And then I got to come up with some ideas for some builds that we can do online too. That'd be pretty cool, I think. But and photo shoots. Most of my days off of my regular job, they're always Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And so it'd have to be one of those days, maybe a Saturday night or something like that for a live stream. But we'll see what I can figure out and what I would have during the live stream so that everybody's not bored. but it's called Halloween Kills. I bet. Michael Myers. You know, I liked the Halloween movies, but I don't know. Michael Myers, he's a fine figure, but I just never really liked Michael Myers as much as some of the other figures, you know, or not figures, but, you know, killers or slashers or whatever you want to call them. But and I don't know, Jason always seemed to, for a guy that doesn't ever say anything, and I guess Michael Myers, he doesn't ever say anything either. But, you know, I always kind of just like Jason better. But I've seen all the other ones anyway. You know, the first few Halloweens anyway. But with Jamie Lee Curtis and things like that. And then I'll buy a figure and I'll go back and I'll watch the movie just to kind of get reacquainted with some of the stuff in there. But Freddy Krueger also. He's probably one of my favorites. My ultimate favorite probably is Freddy Krueger. He's really, I like him. And Mexico did a really nice Freddy Krueger that I bought, and I like it. So, have you got anything else you're doing, working on lately, Snapface, as far as dioramas or any figures or anything coming up on the horizon? Anything you're doing? I was just watching some Australian news today too. A matter of fact, well, I don't know if you'd call it news, but it's on TikTok. But they're from Australia. Well, and on YouTube also, I'll watch some Australian news. But I got a buddy over here that's from Australia. He's a truck driver like me. And, yeah, it's trying to get me to eat some meat pies. There's a place in LA that makes meat pies that I want to order some from and have them shipped up to me there. He says that they're the best, and he knows meat pies, I guess, since he's from Australia. So I'll take his word for it, you know. But yeah, Freddy is awesome. So what you doing? Anything going on with any builds or anything? You got mini dioramas you're working on? Yeah, that stream does look pretty good, man. It's nice and colorful. Man. Yeah, I like that. I'm glad I went ahead and got this. It's going to come in handy, I'm pretty sure. You can see my cluttery mess behind me of stuff. We've got so much stuff back there and all around. For now, I have my forest dial going. Oh, a forest. Oh, right on. How you doing your trees, man? Trees are there's quite a few ways to do trees, and none of them are really fast. None of them are really, you know, something you can knock out in a few minutes. Trees, I found one really cool technique that a guy did on a channel where he took string, kind of like I did with my vines and foliage, And then he took some wire and sort of braided the wire together, and then put the ends of it in a drill, pulled the cordless drill with, and there's some bristles of the string in there, and he twisted the wire up really good, and then he trimmed the bristles in the shape of a tree. It was really good, and then sprayed it with adhesive, and then dipped it in some of the dipped it in some stuff like this green turf builder, the varying colors of this, and it made some really nice trees. But once again, each tree took probably 20-30 minutes to make each tree. And if you've got a diorama of 10 trees, I guess collectively over time you just build up your tree supply, and you have quite a few on hand. You did the Star Wars candy pick for a competition. Oh, cool! I didn't even see that. I didn't even know about that. Oh no, I did see that. Yeah. I did see that one. It was a competition, right on. I did see that one with all the stormtroopers. I think I saw it this morning. I was one eye open, getting out of bed, waiting for my coffee, and I did see that one. Okay, it's a competition, huh? Right on. Then I've done some other trees where I'll do some I'll get some old they're actually hollow. They're a weed, but they look like a tree, and they're easy to cut and work with. And I've got a whole bunch of them over here in the tube, and I'll get those, and I'll make let's see, I'll do them in varying sizes and with varying amounts of branches, and then I'll spray adhesive on them and shoot a little colorful turf builder on there and make trees like this. I've got a few like this, and I put the bases on them so that I could put them in the dioramas and cover them with dirt or whatever. But yeah, I got to make some more. I've got those right there, and I've got more of the trees. I just got to put them together. But it's hard to sit down and say I want to build some trees. It takes a special kind of motivation to sit down and decide to build some trees. Trying to avoid horror, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are so touchy on certain subjects, even though Halloween is hard to get around scary costumes and stuff like that. That's part of it, but yeah, I need to make some trees like that. Yeah, I've got, let me grab a couple sticks. I'll show you. Let me show you. And I need to get off my butt and do it, but like I say, it takes a special kind of attitude to say I'm going to sit down and build trees today. I've got ones like this that I can make logs out of, and these are hollow. They're hollow. You can cut these, or you can make bases out of these and then add branches. And this is the same stuff. You can cut this and trim these and make whatever type of tree you want out of this stuff. And they're hollow. They're actually a weed. They grow really tall, and I just go and when it gets to be the winter time, I'll just pull, cut some of these off, and then I'll dry them out, and then I can build the trees out of these. But that's kind of what I kind of do for the trees. It's not that exciting of a time to sit down and build trees, but it's one of those things you just gotta set in your mind that you're gonna do it, because it's you need trees in a scene, and I'm not gonna buy trees. You can buy some pre-made trees and stuff, but I'm not trying to really spend money on stuff like that I could make. Unless like they sent me some or something to do a photo with. But part of the fun of some of this stuff is making it, if you can make it, because nobody else has that particular tree because you made it. But at any rate, stay, Jason. So they look like good branches for it. Yeah, they are. They're pretty cool, man. You know. Well, I think I'm going to get off of here and go clean this mess up a little bit and go inside, get out of my hot studio. But I wanted to test this stream out and make sure. Oh yeah, fake plastic bushes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just wanted to test this stream out, make sure everything looked good, and heck, from what I see on my phone, it looks great, and I see on my desktop over there, it looks great. I'm glad I got this network set up, man. Hey, that's really cool. I have that gloss look of them though. Oh, the gloss look. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you can find like a matte Mod Podge or some kind of matte spray to take that sheen off of them. And part of the thing too with some of those, depends on what they're made out of, but when you photograph them and they just become really reflective sometimes if you don't have the position just right. You can fix some of it in post, but it's just another step, and then sometimes they're just really reflective. I see people who use aquarium plants and stuff like that, but those are plastic, and I don't know, they just create all kinds of different highlights and stuff that don't look natural. I'd rather just invest the time in trying to make some, but it is time consuming and it's really not fun. I think probably what is more exciting to build an entire wall of bricks or trees. I would go for the bricks probably any day, because I think trees are even more boring to build. But you need them. That's the thing. You can't do a scary scene or any scene really that's outside without trees. So you got to just invest the time in doing them, and that's what I got to sit down and do also. Right on, man. I appreciate you chiming in, man. Thanks for letting me know everything looks good. I'm going to shut this off and go inside. And that's it, man. Take care. I'll see you on Instagram and look forward to seeing your photos. And I'm going to shut this bad boy down. And if I can find the app to shut it down. There we go.